I got ghosted. Yep. Hey, my name is Magda K. I am intimacy expert and the founder of the School of Intimacy. And welcome. Here you can find all the tips, techniques, and advice to create and enjoy the most fulfilling and fabulous intimate life. And today's video, I want to tell you a story of how I got ghosted. It wasn't nice, no, and I did not see it coming, but it happened. And in fact, it happened not too long ago. So there was someone that I was really interested in, and I think it was like the first person I was really attracted to since my breakup. So of course it was like a big deal, and on top of that, see, that was a woman. So I was like not just excited about liking someone, I was excited about exploring this new part of my life. So I honestly have no idea how I found courage in myself, and I asked her out. We met for coffee, and in my opinion, we had a really good time together. The conversation just flew, it was nice and easy. Now, we lived in the same community, so we would see each other practically every day, whether it's the gym or the co-working space. So imagine how surprised I was when the next day I see her and she ignores me. Now, I thought, well, maybe she was really busy or rushing, distracted, I don't know. She didn't see me or she just didn't have time to talk to me. But then the next day, the same. And the day after, the same. To be honest, I was puzzled because in my reality, our meeting was nice, at least on a friendly level we connected. Clearly, her reality was different. So yeah, it wasn't nothing pleasant. I'll be super honest with you guys. When you open up to someone, you take a risk, and in return, they just ghost you. Yeah, not the nicest feeling. But I did learn some really important things from this experience, and that's what I want to share with you. The first one is, what I learned from this is that it wasn't about me. See, I have this incredible talent to take things personally. If something doesn't go my way, it's because I am not good enough. I make it mean something bad about me. So naturally, in such a situation, it would be so easy for me to just assume that I'm unworthy, I did something wrong. But the reality was that I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't mean, I wasn't rude, I wasn't too much or anything. It's just she didn't know how to handle this situation. It was too overwhelming. She probably didn't really like me, maybe didn't want to meet with me. She didn't know how to tell me this, so she managed this whole situation in the best way that she could, which wasn't the best way, objectively speaking. The thing is that even if I really tried taking this personally, really the situation was so clear that it wasn't about me. And in fact, later we met, we talked about it, and she said, yeah, it's really not about you, you're super nice. I didn't know how to handle things. So for me, it was a good reminder that there will be situations in life when we are not treated the way we want to and the way we deserve. And it doesn't say anything about us. Now, the second thing I learned, and that was really big, it's the importance of just communicating our truth, saying straightforward what we want and what we don't. So the point is that I guess she didn't like me, she didn't really want to meet with me, but she didn't want to hurt my feelings. So instead of just saying directly, hey, listen, thank you so much, but I would prefer not to go on a date. Say just where you are, right? Instead of doing that, she was like, okay, yeah, let's meet. And then she panicked. And as a consequence, that created a lot of confusion. I was really puzzled, not really sure what the heck was happening. What did I do wrong, or what really is happening? And I realized that it would have been actually really helpful if she just communicated clearly. So now the funny thing is, just few days after that whole thing happened, this guy asked me out. We did go out, and then he wanted to meet again, and I didn't really feel it. And I could watch myself having that same tendency, being afraid to upset him, which I didn't want to do. So I was like trying to think how I can go around saying what I really wanted to say without being too direct. And then I remembered what it's like to be on the opposite end of this, and I was like, look, thank you so much for asking me out. I appreciate it. Thank you, but I'm not interested in dating you. And through saying this, to be honest, I showed him respect. I showed that I know you can handle me being direct, and I want to communicate clearly. So it was a really good reminder with this whole ghosting experience that really, even if it's painful in the moment and scary, even if we feel like we would much rather just run away, if we do that, we end up hurting the person more. So just communicate clearly. If you're not into someone, just say it. And the third thing that I learned was to really respect your boundaries. So, you know, the younger me, if there was someone I was attracted to, right, that chemistry would like overrule anything else. So the person is not emotionally mature, they don't know how to have like open communication. Who cares? I'm attracted to them. So here I was reminded that, yeah, we are going to feel attracted to a lot of people, but that is just one part of the story. We do have to look at other things as well. Is this person in the place where they can be vulnerable with you, where they can listen to you, where they can take care of your needs the same way you're taking care of theirs? So all of these things really matter. And so your boundaries do matter. If a person is not able to meet you where you want to be met, even if you're attracted to them, it's a sign to move on. Now, I do have to say that if that whole situation happened like even 5 years ago, I would be a mess, you know. I had a pattern of going for unavailable people, which perfectly resonated, you know, the energy that I had in me from my childhood. Like I felt my whole life that I needed to work really hard to get my father's love. And of course, I was replicating it in my intimate life. And, you know, that created a big people's pleaser in me. So I would bend my own boundaries. I would suddenly magically, you know, have no needs whatsoever because I was so starving for love. I was willing to pay a high price of my own well-being to have the other person. So if that thing, the whole situation happened like, you know, 5 years ago and that woman was ghosting me, I would take it as a challenge. Oh my God, I just have to try harder for her to want me and like me, because I didn't believe that just the way I am is enough to be loved, right? I thought I needed to do something to be worthy of love. And so when I look at this situation today, I'm so proud of myself. For me, that whole story of getting ghosted is a proof that all this work, it really does matter. We really can change our patterns. If you're someone who attracts unavailable people, or if you often end up in some sort of like toxic relationships and you're wondering, can you do anything about, you know, about this, change this? The answer is yes. Yes, we can work on this. We can heal from old patterns, from old traumas, and really change the story around our intimate life. This is why I do this work on myself and why I love my work and opportunities to be sharing this information with you. And this is exactly why I started the School of Intimacy, to guide people through all these techniques and this information so they can change these patterns. I know how much it sucks to like keep meeting these unhealthy, toxic, you know, people, sometimes assholes, like, you know, someone who cannot give you what you truly desire. So inside the School of Intimacy, there's so many courses that really work on the deep level to help you change your pattern around your intimate life. So if you're someone who really struggles with communicating what you truly need and what your boundaries are, we have a dedicated course about communication, specifically about this, to help you. If you're someone who struggles with seeing your own value as this incredible human and everything you bring into the relationship, we have a series of courses that will help you perceive your own value. So there's so much there that you can really benefit from to make sure that if you come across someone who's just not in a place to be able to meet you emotionally, and we will be meeting people like this, that no matter what that person is, no matter how confused, how lost, how emotionally immature they are, you can remain bulletproof to that behavior. So even if right now your pattern is thinking, oh my God, I will never find love, there is something wrong with me, again, you can change this. You can go through life full of confidence and knowing exactly what your value is, and through that, attract the most amazing people, the most amazing partner, and enjoy the most incredible intimate relationship. So if you would like to change your story, if you would like to become bulletproof to all the drama that will show up in your life, go to www.magdakay.com/school to learn more about the School of Intimacy. And if it feels aligned with you, you will see different membership options and you can join us. I would love to see you inside. And my love, I hope you get value from this video, and if you were ghosted yourself, then remember the 3 lessons. It's not about you. Remember to communicate clearly so we don't cause the same pain to other people. And remember, your boundaries, they matter. Attraction isn't everything. Make sure you pick someone who can also respect you. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.